This time on Sales Talk with Joe, are you a mentor? Do you have a mentor? Can you be both? Why do you need a mentor? What is a mentor? Whether you've been in sales for years, or just starting your career in sales, or are even just interested in a career in sales, Sales Talk with Joe is designed to help you achieve more success. Now, before we get started this week, there's two things that I want to say. Number one, in the past, when I've made these videos, I've done a script, put it in an iPad, and used the iPad as my prompter. Now, the big advantage to that was it was very focused and very tight. I could make a very video that stayed on point and flow very smoothly. The downside to it was that I was reading, and it was becoming obvious that I was reading. I don't like to be read to, and I don't want to read to you. So we're trying this week without a script. Now, I've rehearsed this, and we'll see how it goes. But let me know in the comments what you think of doing it without a script is like. A mentor is someone who has more experience and more knowledge than you in the particular discipline that you're focusing on. In this case, we'll talk about sales. Typically, a mentor is going to be somebody that's been in sales for a longer period of time or has had more training and instruction in the art of sales than maybe that you have. They're somebody that you can go to and seek advice and ask for problems and will actually help coach you as your career develops. So is it important to have a mentor? Yes, very much so. Because we tend to look at ourselves not objectively. Sometimes we look at ourselves with rose-colored glasses and think we're just crushing it when in fact we're not doing so well. Other times we tend to be overly critical of ourselves, and the very smallest thing that isn't really that big of an issue will stick out like a sore thumb and we'll get down on ourselves. Neither of those are healthy. So it's good to have a mentor to bring proper perspective to your performance, what you're doing, and help guide you as far as learning and developing in your career. Now, as far as being a mentor goes, there's always someone that has less experience and less information than you in your particular profession, maybe even your industry. It is good to be a mentor to those people. Number one, because it expands you. It forces you to learn more about the profession so you can help them. And number two, because it helps the industry that you're in and the profession that we're in, sales, to become better. The people, when it become better, they learn more, they do a better job, everything gets better. And the old saying, the rising tide raises all boats. So, should you have a mentor? Absolutely. Should you be a mentor? Absolutely. So how do you get a mentor? Well, pretty easy. You can ask someone for some advice. The way I got my mentors was a couple of them were actually bosses that I worked for that chose to not only be my boss, but mentor me. But in other cases, they were people that I went to and asked for advice about a particular situation or issue that I was experiencing. And they became a mentor. Now, mentoring doesn't mean that you're that person's mentor for life. I mean, that's fine if you want to have that kind of relationship, but it doesn't have to be. You can mentor someone for just a period of time. Now, as far as becoming a mentor, you can, if you see someone younger than you or someone less experienced than you that is struggling with an issue, you can offer some advice. You've got to be careful because you don't want to force it on them or be overbearing. And you want them to be willing to accept the advice that you have to offer. But sometimes just simply offering to someone saying, hey, would you like some help in this area? I might be able to help you out, can create a mentoring type relationship. In any case, I hope you have and find a good mentor and can become a good mentor to somebody. I'm Joe Ferguson. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. Again, let me know in the comments what you think of the unscripted video. And Be on the lookout every week for a new Sales Talk with Joe video. If you have a product or service that you think might be of value to the people that watch my videos, email me. My email address is in the description, and I'll be happy to talk to you about sponsorship opportunities. Hey, if you just want to talk about sales, maybe I can be a kind of mentor to you. Go ahead and email me. Again, my email address is in the description. Email me and we'll chat. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you next week on Sales Talk with Joe.